วันนี้จะพาทุกคนไปเข้าป่ากันค่ะคลิปวันนี้นะคะพามาเที่ยวไกลหน่อยแต่รับรองว่าคุ้มค่ากับการรอคอยมากๆเลยค่ะสวัสดีค่ะตอนนี้นะคะฉันอยู่หน้า Mystery Spot นะคะทางเข้าอยู่ตรงนี้นะคะ Mystery Spot ก็เป็นอีกจุดหนึ่งที่น่าสนใจมากๆที่จุนอยากจะนำเสนอในวันนี้นะคะคือฟังชื่อดูแล้วมันก็แบบดูงงๆแล้วใช่ไหมว่ามันจะ Mystery ยังไงเดี๋ยวจุนจะพาเข้าไปดูข้างในนะคะว่ามันเป็นยังไงกันบ้างแต่บอกเลยว่าวันนี้มันเป็นโอกาสที่ดีมากๆเลยเพราะว่าเขาเพิ่งเปิดให้เข้านะคะอย่างจากที่ปิดสถานการณ์โควิดมานานพอสมควรแต่ก็ยังจำกัดคนอยู่ก็อยู่ที่กลุ่มละประมาณ10คนซึ่งจุนก็ได้ทำการจองผ่านออนไลน์มาแล้วนะคะก็เดี๋ยวลองเข้าไปดูกันข้างในMystery Spot อยู่ในเมืองซานตาครูซนะคะรัฐแคลิฟอร์เนียค่ะไปเอาทิกเก็ตก่อน Excuse me?
Welcome, thank you.
Where can we get the tickets?
Right in here.
Okay. You just reserve online?
If there's anyone around that can help on phones, it would be greatly appreciated. What time is it for?
ตอนนี้นะคะเราก็อยู่ในกิฟต์ช็อปเป็นร้านกิฟต์ช็อปนั้นของฝากค่ะเขาเพิ่งเปิดนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นคนก็ไม่เยอะแล้วตอนนี้เราก็รอเวลาที่จะเข้าไปข้างในก็เป็นร้านเล็กๆค่ะที่นี่นะคะเขาจะมีสัญลักษณ์ของเมืองก็คืออีตัวนี้ตึ้งอีเขาเรียกว่า yellow slug นะคะหรือว่าเป็นแบบทากสีเหลืองมันเป็นสัญลักษณ์ของซานตาครูซค่ะใครอยากได้เป็นของฝากบ้างหรือเปล่า ก็เดี๋ยวเราเหลือเวลาอีกประมาณครึ่งชั่วโมงเดี๋ยวจุนจะพาดูรอบๆนะคะ Mystery Spot อยู่ในเมืองซานตาครูซนะคะอยู่ออกค่อนไปทางนอกเมืองค่ะวันนี้จุนก็ขับรถมาจากทางวอลนัทครีกนะคะก็ใช้เวลาทั้งหมดเกือบ2 ชั่วโมงค่ะแต่ถือว่าก็ทำเวลาได้ดีนะคะรถไม่ติดมากค่ะเพราะว่าช่วงนี้ก็ยังอยู่ในช่วงโควิดอยู่นะคะช่วงปลายละเนาะก็เลยขับรถมาได้สบายไม่รีบนะคะพอมาถึงก็ยังพอมีเวลาได้เดินเล่นกันอยู่ค่ะหลายคนคงสงสัยนะคะว่าทำไมสถานที่ท่องเที่ยวแห่งนี้ถึงมีชื่อว่า Mystery Spot ก็เพราะว่ามีจุดหนึ่งในบริเวณนี้มีความผิดปกติของแรงโน้มถ่วงโลกเกิดขึ้นค่ะหรือจะเรียกอีกอย่างหนึ่งว่าเป็นจุดที่แรงโน้มถ่วงโลกบกพร่องค่ะนี่ด้วยเท่าไหร่กี่บาทให้ถ่ายน่ารักคนอันละ11 เหรียญ95แล้วเม็ด295เนี่ยเหรอเฮ้ยอย่างนี้ไข่ก้อนหินนะไข่ก้อนหินก้อนละ5 เหรียญ95ไม่เจ้านี่นะคะก้อนหินของแปลกจริงมีแต่แปลกๆอันนี้อะไรเนี่ย Arrowheadบรรยากาศรอบๆนะคะเป็นป่าค่ะอยู่ในป่าค่ะเป็นเขตนอกเมืองก็จะมีต้นสนเยอะๆมานี้นะคะ
Deborah Montosa, if you are at the mystery spot, please check in with the gift shop. Deborah
ถ้าเป็น
Montosa,
ชั่วโมงป
please
กติ
report
ทั่ว
to the
ไป
gift
ค่ะ
shop.
คนจะเต็มหมดเลยนะคะแออัดมากๆนะคะ
It's like Deborah, but with a D.
คือบางทีแบบแทบไม่มีที่นั่งเลยค่ะทางเข้ามานะคะ นี่โล่งมากๆนะคะ
Hi, come on in. Don't be afraid. Get in here. We're just going to walk right over this way. I'm going to ask talls to go behind smalls so everybody can see. Hi, everybody. Hey, can I be really open, honest, and upfront with you guys and let you know right now it's not too late to ask for a refund? Nobody got my first joke? How's everybody doing? Good. My name is Maurice. My friends call me Mo. I'm going to be your tour guide. Before we get going, we can take pictures. We can take videos. We can do whatever we want at any time during the... Hi, when I say you can do whatever you want, I can go crazy, have fun. You're not my child, okay? Have any of us been in the mystery spot before? No. None of you have ever been here? Then expect to see some amazing sights, maybe hear really bad jokes. I'm a tour guide, not a comedian, so if you guys hear something funny, feel free to laugh. If everybody else is laughing and you didn't get it, smile, nod your head, be a cool kid. Or don't listen to strangers. That's another smart choice. Now, this place, the mystery spot, started back in 1939 with a guy named George Prather. All the land around us, from these hills here to the hills on the other side of the parking lot where the hiking trails are at, all of this land at one time had been owned by lumber companies. They had been clear cut for years. They were chopping down the trees. They were selling the land off when they finished. A gentleman named George Prather bought all of this land because he wanted to build a family home someday in the flat area, and that's where our gift store sits today. But when Mr. Prather and a group of surveyors came out to mark property lines, those are the people who discovered the mystery spot. They noticed three unusual things. The first thing that they noticed were, as they started walking up this hill, it felt harder than any of them imagined. It was like a force was pushing back against them as they walked up the hill. Are you looking forward to that? The second thing that they noticed, their compasses start giving funny readings. Sometimes they'll say slight 2 to 3 degrees off, but at other times, other locations, it could be 180 degrees off. So sometimes south could appear to be north. North would then appear to be south. Very good. Interactive trade, getting us warmed up. Third, they noticed the weirdness. It did not happen all over George Prather's new land, but it was only over here in a very small zone. That's why this is the mystery spot. From where we're all gathered now, it's about 300 feet straight across that way. There's an invisible circle that goes up this hill. It wraps back behind a cabin we all go into later. It comes down this other hill. It splits these trees, and then it goes back up again. They mark the boundaries with 2 cement blocks. So everything over here is in the mystery spot. Everything over here is outside the mystery spot. Now, as we enter and exit the mystery spot, things will happen. You guys might notice this, you might not. It's super slight, it's very subtle. Outside, I am tall and straight. I'm going to enter the mystery spot. I start to develop a slight 2 to 3 degree tilt. Did you notice? If you didn't, I can point out the trees. The big one outside, tall and straight like a redwood should. The large one inside develops a little bit of a lean to it. Then, every once in a while, something else about this little one on the border, neither in nor out, showing signs of confusion as it goes up, out, and back up again. That little one just doesn't know what it wants to do when it gets bigger. Kind of like me, that's why I'm still Now, when they laid in these cement blocks, they started out flat and level even. But as these trees grew and their roots pushed out, the roots forced those blocks up just a little bit. My adults, you guys drove up the bouncy road. By now you might be realizing that we don't invest a lot of money in it. With the cheap art here, they use 2x4s here. Now the boards are what make it level. Before I prove that those are level, do we all understand how levels work? Young ones, do you guys see the glass tube, the liquid in the air bubble? If this is higher, bubble's going to rise to that side. If this is higher, bubble moves to that side. If it's flat level, the bubble's going to stay in the middle. Now, we could trick levels. The easiest way is to freeze a liquid solid, but we see the bubble move. It's not frozen. Another way to trick people is by tapering, which means if we were to shave one end smaller than the other, it would sit at an angle. I'll show us that's not the case. I'm going to put my level on the first board. Do my friends up front, do you see how the bubble goes to the middle? And you can come down and take a look. To show people it's not a tapered level, I'm going to rotate it. Bubble returns to the middle. Same with the board in the back. Bubble in the center. Bubble in the center. So what does that tell us about the two boards? Did we pay money to see level boards or see mysteries and have fun? Let them begin. We're going to do a demonstration down here. We're going to do it throughout the tour. I'm going to get everybody involved. For my first demonstration, can I borrow you two right next to me? Could I ask that you two stand on these boards, one on one side, one on the other, face each other like the Wednesday Fair skis and look straight ahead. How you guys doing today? How do you know each other? Okay, so look straight at your mom. Huh, that's a mystery where you guys are seeing things eye to eye. You're pretty much the same height right now. Would you two agree with that? Could I have my mother and my son switch places with each other? And look at each other again. Did you notice a change? Mom, you did not get taller, son. You got a little bit smaller as you entered the mystery spot. And if you guys might notice, tall and straight, he developed a slight 2 to 3 degree tilt. Give these two a round of applause. Near you, two. Can I borrow? Now we are going to get the tour started. It is going to get steep. Take as much time as you need, little ones. Carefully, carefully follow me. Okay. Obviously, we all noticed the building in front of us, correct? We're going to go in that building in a couple minutes, but before we do, I'm going to let you guys know, Mr. Prather, he did not build the building crooked where we see it today. George Prather, he originally built this building about 30 feet up that hill on a flat level surface. It came off of its original foundation, and then it slowly slid down until it stopped where we see it today. Now, can anybody tell me why they think the cabin may have stopped where it did? We think it stopped trees. Some people think the trees. If we think the trees stopped, we've got to remember he bought the land from lumber companies. What do lumber companies do to trees? Cut them down. Whole area been clear cut. If you guys been in Central California for more than a couple hours, we may have seen how big sequoias get. Those may look like large coastal redwoods. Those trees are 50, 60 years old. They didn't exist. We think it stopped as it came to the center of the mystery spot, where all the forces pull apart equally. And I know you're not impressed by that, but what you're about to see has some thousands. This board in my hand right here, this is what we call the board of mystery. There's nothing magical about it. It is a board, it's made out of wood. Now I'm going to put the board in the cabin. I want us to think really quick. As we look, do we think it points up and out? Do we think it points down and out? Or do we think that board's flat, level, even? Flat. Do we remember how bubbles will go uphill? I'm going to place my level on top of the board. I'm going to need help from tallers in the back, and some of you smallers come over so you can see something. Come on, take a look. You paid $8. Young lady, can you tell everybody where that bubble's at right now? Bubble's in the middle. It's an optical illusion that might make it look up or down. Now, if I was to place a round object on a flat surface, what should normally happen? Flat surface, right? I'm going to give the ball a little nudge.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I can push the ball in. The force of the mystery spot pushes it out on a flat and level surface. Now, some don't believe in the mystery spot. Some think it's a trick board. Maybe the notch is cut into an angle, so as it goes in, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter until it gets forced back out. If we think it's the notch, I could rotate the whole board around 180 degrees. Put it back up into the cabin. Double back to the middle. I give the ball another push. We get the same results. The forces of the mystery spot will push it back out. Some think maybe it's a trick ball. Plastic container, chapstick, waxy petroleum substance. I'm going to put my chapstick up on top of the board. Do we see how it rolls out? If we thought it was the notch, this is on the board. It's not in the groove. I can invert. I flip the board over 180 degrees. We get the same results. The forces push it back out. We flip the board like that to show people it's not a bent or arch board. Maybe it's medicated chapstick. Maybe it has magnetic forces. You can film, just don't let my boss see me take another break. I took a drink. There's no mercury, there's no metal fountains. I'm gonna pour water onto this board. It also gets forced back out. But this time it comes out as vodka. That was just a joke. That was actually vodka. Now, we're going to go in the first room. I do 2 demonstrations. We carefully make our way in the second room, 2 more demonstrations. After the demonstrations in both rooms, then we're going to have plenty of time to explore.
เข้าไปนานแล้วมันมึน
Oh, I feel dizzy in here. You guys.
It's too hard, huh? It's good.
I don't like it.
No,
It's weird.
it's too heavy.
Yeah.
I feel that. I try.
Now, as my last friends are considering if they make their way in or not, I'm going to let you guys pose for photos acting like Rose from the official Superman curl. Go save the world. How are you feeling?
Gonna get up there?
Could you take 2 steps
Let's go
backwards?
this way.
Do you see the metal handholds above your head? Can you grab one on each side and slowly just ease your feet off the ground about a quarter inch, just slowly pick straight up. You can do it, just ease straight up. Do we see how your hands on an angle? You can let yourself down whenever you want to. That was to show the kids it's not the floor that causes our lean. In midair, things are going to hang funny. So children, do not jump off the table. People get in midair, the forces pull them backwards. Use the stairs. So table here, handhold there, come next door for 2 more demonstrations. After those, then you guys are gonna have the whole cabin. So
Okay.
You gotta walk around in here? It's getting easier.
This pencil is a 32-pound lightweight.
ความรู้สึกตอนที่เราเดินเข้ามาในตัวบ้านนะคะ คือหรือบางคนน่ะแค่เดินมาแค่ตรงข้างๆประตูบ้านน่ะก็เริ่มรู้สึกละคือมันจะเป็นความรู้สึกที่แบบหนืดๆหนักๆเป็นเหมือนแบบมวลสารแน่นๆคือแบบเดินไปยากมากๆคือแบบการก้าวเท้าการขยับตัวคือมันแบบมันช้ามันหนักไปหมดอะค่ะถ้าเราดูจากในคลิปนะคะการยืนนะคะองศามันจะแปลกๆมันจะเอียงๆทุกคนจะยืนเอียงๆหมดเลยนะคะเพราะว่าแรงโน้มถ่วงโลกอ่ะมันกดไปทางนั้นเนาะเราจะไม่ยืนตั้งฉากกับโลกแบบปกติทั่วๆไปค่ะคือใครที่ยืนพิงผนังบ้านเนี่ยก็จะโอเครอดไปแต่ใครที่ยืนด้วยตัวเองเนี่ยอันนั้นต้องมีสติมากหน่อยเพราะว่าไอ้แรงดึงดูดในบ้านมันแรงมากๆมันจะทำให้เราเสียการทรงตัวได้ตลอดเวลาจุนเชื่อว่าเกิน 80% แหละที่เข้ามาในบ้านหลังนี้เรารู้สึกว่ามันวิงเวียนหัวคลื่นไส้นะคะเพราะฉะนั้นใครที่เซนซิทีฟกับอาการประมาณนี้จุนว่าทริปเนี้ยข้ามไปก่อนค่ะ
Boys, in about 2 more minutes, then we all can work.
Look at me. Say that comercial.
Anything that's going to force the mystery spot to pushing things away. Hurry. Keep on doing it. That'd be great. I'm going to ask you to move this foot backwards. Pick up this foot and put it up in front. Now, keep this foot right here. Do not move that foot. Pick up your other foot and put it flat against the wall, just like that.
Joe, you won't
This foot. I'm right here. Now, slowly let go. Do you see how you're letting go? Now, when you're doing that, show her your hands so she can tell you're not hanging on.
Okay, look how just don't like that.
In about One more minute.
No, just do it. One. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, good job.
กว่าจะได้ช็อตถ่ายรูปมาแต่ละรูปนี้บอกเลยแบบมันยากมากๆเลยนะคะเพราะว่าคือตอนนั้นอะจูนก็รู้สึกแบบมึนหัวหนักหัวมากๆแล้วอะคือจะไม่ไหวแล้วอะแต่ก็แบบไหนๆมาแล้วก็อะกั้นใจเอาซะหน่อยให้ได้สักช็อต2ช็อตก็ยังดีจูนว่าที่จูนเมาส์มอยมาทั้งหมดเนี่ยมันคงไม่เท่ากับต้องมาลองด้วยตัวเองแล้วล่ะค่ะ
Do we remember how bubbles go uphill? I'm going to place my level on the bench. Do my friends up front, do you see how the bubble goes to that side? What does that tell us about the bench? It's not level. It is higher on that side. That's why the air bubble rises. So kids, it may look like I'm walking down. I'm really walking up. This is not the board of mystery. I could put down my ball. It rolls down. So all that shows us between the ball and the level, there's an uphill and a downhill. So my next demonstration, we have to remember, this is the higher up, this is the lower down. Do we understand what we're seeing? Uphill, downhill? Higher here, lower here? Just smile and nod.
Over.
Hi, how tall are you? Can I borrow you? Could you stand on this end? How tall are you?
5'2".
Could you stand on the other end? And you guys face out towards the camera so families can take pictures and smile. And now just, you're 5'10", you're 5'2", you guys look at each other. Tall, small, right? No magic, you're taller, she's smaller. Could you two carefully switch ends? And look over at the camera so we can take another picture. And now turn your heads and look at each other. Did you notice anything that might have happened?
Got smaller.
So help us understand, a taller person just went uphill and got shorter, a shorter person went downhill and got taller. For you guys, did it have anything to do with the crooked roof line behind you when you're looking over at the pit cameras? You couldn't see the roof line, could you? Just so we could see the change, carefully switch back to your original positions. She's going to go uphill and lose her height. He's going to go downhill but regain his height. My friend, welcome back to Land of Giants. Give these two a round of applause. Woo! How are you feeling? Could I borrow you?
Fine.
How are you feeling? Could I borrow you?
Fine. 5'6".
Could I have you carefully stand right here and just look straight at the fence for me? Now, we saw people get shorter as they walked uphill, correct? First, have you been drinking today? Drinking?
Yeah.
Vodka? Yes? Okay. I want you to look straight. First, I raise the level. You tell me to stop, halt, when it reaches your eye level looking straight. No, just do it. Eye level right there. Now, slowly walk uphill. Do you see what happened? He got shorter as he went uphill. It's not an optical illusion caused by the roof. He was looking at the fence. Give him a round of applause. Hi, how are you feeling? Did you have a question? Here and just look straight at the fence for me. Now, we saw people get shorter as they walked uphill, correct? I want you to look straight. First, I raise the level. You tell me to stop, halt, when it reaches your eye level looking straight. No, just do it. Eye level right there. Now, slowly walk uphill. Do you see what happened? He got shorter as he went uphill. It's not an optical illusion caused by the roof. He was looking at the fence. Give him a round of applause. Follow me. Help me solve the final mystery and tell me what I have for all of you before you go home today.
A sticker.
You got it. These are the world famous mystery spot bumper stickers. Now, if anybody is from out of town and you have a rental car, that is not a good idea. Ooh, don't be shy.
Thank you, Mom.
Do you know these are free, right?
I know.
Ooh, thank you.
you.
Somebody's feeling tipsy. โอเคเรียบร้อยแล้วได้สติกเกอร์มาด้วยจ้ะพี่น้อง เสียดายเมื่อกี้เราไม่ได้ถ่ายวิดีโอตอนที่ไปยืนคู่ตรงข้างล่างเนาะนั่นแหละ
มีความมึนหัว ดีวันนี้อากาศไม่ค่อยร้อนเท่าไหร่ banana slug คือ banana slug เอาน้ำอะไรไหม
เอาโซดาไหม
เอาลองไหมเราไม่เคยเห็นยี่ห้อนี้อ่ะยี่ห้ออะไรไม่รู้เอามาลอง
เดี๋ยวแบรนด์นี้ใช่ไหม
ใช่ ไม่เคยเห็นมาก่อนในการตลาด มีความมึนงงจนต้องเอาโซดามาช่วยก่อน มาเป็นยังไงกันบ้างคะกับทริปในวันนี้นะคะจุนหวังว่าทุกคนจะชอบนะคะแล้วก็ตื่นเต้นไปกับสิ่งที่เห็นด้วยเนาะมันเป็นอีกหนึ่งสิ่งมหัศจรรย์ที่เกิดขึ้นบนโลกนี้นะคะและนี่เราก็ออกมาจาก Mystery Spot แล้วนะคะก็มานั่งพักในรถแป๊บหนึ่งค่ะ เพราะว่าในบ้านนั้นคือแบบมันมึนหนักหัวมากๆเลย เขาเรียกว่าความกดอากาศเนาะมันแบบคือใครที่แบบเวียนหัวง่ายเนี่ยจนว่าแบบไม่น่าจะรอดนะสำหรับทริปนี้โอเคยังไงก็ฝากติดตามด้วยนะคะแล้วก็กด follow กด subscribe ให้ด้วยนะคะไว้เจอกันใหม่คลิปหน้าค่ะบ๊ายบาย